I moved.
There we go. Legislator. No BCA, no cops. Quiet. Oh my God, meet all kinds of people.
NIMBY Stigma Man, at your service.
What does that mean?
You got the thing running, do you?
Oh yeah.
Fire away.
Oh yeah. Seeking Stigma superheroes by
Stigma
new
superheroes. I left New Brunswick in 2005 because I'd been blacklisted for trying to create new services within the consumer sector. Activity centers, consumer network, that very small sector of the mental health system. During that time of trying to create those services, I became very stigmatized at that time and had letters written about me that were extremely stigmatizing, so much so I couldn't get any work in that field anymore.
Irving?
No, nothing to do with Irving.
Email contact. Okay, I know.
So I left New Brunswick in 2005.
Mental person, not dangerous mental issues.
Trying to make a life for myself. I've made a reasonably good life for myself out there. And Eugene LeBlanc from Our Voice magazine, whom I've known for 18 years and thought was a friend, we attempted a collaboration this year to promote the broader consumer sector and to do it in Ontario.
You're losing me.
Mr. LeBlanc basically cut that off, a contract that we had made. He cut it off, and in the process he slandered me, defamed me.
What do he call you?
There's so many.
Did he call you gay?
No.
No, I look at the colors. I look at the colors.
The diversity.
I mean, if you were gay, that would be beautiful because you have more power. You have more rights.
I'm emphasizing diversity with the mask.
Okay.
So anyway,
So what do you call you?
I'm trying to remember actually. He demeaned me. He belittled me. I'm doing work in Moncton next week that's going to go into the details on all of this stuff. But this is the letter that he wrote to me. You could take a look at that.
Groupe de support émotionnel Moncton. This is your response.
This is in response to your lengthy email sent to New Brunswick's Health Minister dated May 8th, 2015, where you displayed enormous vexation towards our Director of Programs, Eugene LeBlanc, and showed utter disrespect for the decision-making capabilities of his...
Review by trespassing, harassment, closing, acknowledge the city center volunteers, state address, the support. Health Minister, who was Vito Boudreau. So what's the bottom line here? The battery's going to die.
Yeah, the bottom line on this is I'm seeking stigma superheroes. These are lawyers. These are mental health rights advocates.
We don't have that here in New Brunswick.
I'm looking for them.
Oh my God! Let me know.
I'm starting here in New Brunswick, and I'm working in Ontario as well to go and further this. But
you got a blog?
I'm about to set up a blog here starting next week.
You read my blog yet? Before?
I read it. I've read it.
You can read all that bullshit.
Brunswick's famous pain in the...
Pain in the ass?
Yes.
pain in the butt or whatever, asshole or whatever you want to call it.
I admire your work quite a bit. But next week, I've reached out to many of the advocates in the province already in terms of mental health advocates, particularly the Canadian Mental Health Association.
Oh my God, they're a bunch of snobs here.
Well,
I haven't done them in years.
So I'll be doing a lot of work to awareness like this in the Moncton area starting next week to help Mr. LeBlanc to know that what he's doing. He talked about enormous vexation. I wrote.
What's your website? I'm sorry.
I don't have. I can't announce it yet.
How can we contact you?
nimbystigmaman@gmail.com.
Right there. Anybody wants to know about issues, they email you, right?
That's right, and actually one of the other key things that I am looking for in New Brunswick, I'm here until about the early New Year, when if I don't get the help I need, I will be effectively killed in terms of experiencing a social civic death, as Mr. Thornycroft spoke about in his book on stigma, and this is a death brought on by Eugene LeBlanc in part.
Right, quick, who's Eugene LeBlanc?
Eugene LeBlanc is the publisher of Our Voice magazine, which has been funded since '87 by the New Brunswick government, and he's also the director of a mental health activity center peer-run activity center. I feel he's in a conflict of interest by occupying both of those roles at the same time. As an editor of a magazine, he is critical. He doesn't need to believe in anything, but while at the same time being looking after an activity center, he has to believe in recovery and in hope and in nurturing of people. And he explicitly has said in his magazine.
Would I be rude if I say I have a mental illness, I have ADHD, and it's hard to follow what's going on? Would that be reasonable saying that? Would that be?
Say that again.
I have a hard time to follow the issue. I have a difficult time, but it's okay. So bottom line, send you an email and you know more, right?
That's correct. Yeah.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.